Hey guys, welcome to yet another AI tutorial, and in this tutorial we're gonna discover how you can activate or use the free GPU that is provided to you in the Google Colab or the Google collaboration. So the first thing that we're going to cover is understand what a GPU actually is and how you will be using it in the Google Colab, and then how you can actually use it. So a GPU or a graphics processing unit is a processor designed to handle repetitive mathematical tasks simultaneously. So unlike a standard CPU that processes tasks one after another, a GPU splits heavy workload across thousands of small processing cores, and in Google Colab, the free tier typically grants access to an NVIDIA T4 GPU, which includes 16 gigabytes of memory to speed up your data processing. So as you can see, I am in this particular notebook right here with the name GPU.ipynb, and from here you can also learn or get insights about using the TensorFlow with GPUs. So this notebook provides an introduction to computing on a GPU in Colab, and in this notebook you will connect to a GPU and then run some basic TensorFlow operations on both the CPU and GPU, observing the speed provided by using the GPU. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually enable and test the GPU. So for more clearer views, I have a blank notebook in my second tab, and that's what we're going to do. So it says first we will need to enable the GPUs for our notebook. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to simply go to this, that is edit, and then the notebook settings. So we're going to go to the edit, and then from here we're going to go to the notebook settings, and within the notebook settings you can see this runtime option, and within the runtime option you can see the hardware accelerator. So currently you can see it is set to CPU, but instead we're going to select the T4 GPU. It will say disconnect and delete runtime. So it says changing runtime attributes may terminate your current session. Are you sure? And you wish to continue. So I'm going to click onto this OK button, and you can see that now I have access to the T4 GPU. If you wish to access more premium GPUs like the H100 GPU or the G4 GPU or the A100 GPU, then you will need to purchase additional compute units. So for now, we have selected the T4 GPU, and we gonna click onto the save button, and now our GPU is ready. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we will confirm that we can connect to the GPU with TensorFlow. So currently TensorFlow is being used to test out this GPU. We're going to simply copy this code here, and let's say I will add a code snippet and simply paste the copied code right here into this snippet. Now you can also see that within the bottom right corner, it currently says the T4 GPU with the Python 3, as it is the programming language currently used. Now what we're going to do is simply run this particular code snippet or this code cell. We're going to click onto this run button, and you can see that the particular code block has started to be executed, and you can see that we have successfully found GPU at device GPU 0. So yes, with this we can confirm that our GPU has been successfully deleted. Now it also says we can observe the TensorFlow speed up on GPU relative to CPU. So in this example, it constructs a typical convolutional neural network layer over a random image and manually places the resulting ops on either the CPU or the GPU to compare the execution speed. So now let us copy this particular code block as well and see how much of the difference we can also note in our own notebook. So I'll just start up with a new code cell. I will simply paste in the code, and then I will hit the run button, and you can see that this execution has also started to take place. And even to verify, we can see that the time that we have received to evolve this particular filter over random images is the sum of 10 runs. So you can see that CPU nearly took 3.3 seconds, but the GPU on the other hand just took only 0.11 seconds. So this means that GPU speed up over CPU was 29 times. So this gives you an idea how powerful the GPU settings actually are, especially even with the free versions of the Google Colab. So let me know in the comments how you like this video, and if you have also tried the free GPU or the T4 GPU in the Google Colab. So that was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Do share it with your friends who are looking out for any free GPU resources to train their ML models, especially in the early stages of their projects. So that was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.